I know that one of the most burning topics that you would like to discuss or to explore is the idea of confidentiality, and really how do you really share your ideal and do anything without really damaging your confidentiality and keeping all the secrets that you have within your idea safe, okay? I know that when I speak to entrepreneurs all over the world, one of the first questions that comes is, I'm not going to share this idea with anybody. I want to keep it in my drawer. It's secret. I want to share it only with one or two people, and if I do that, only after they sign an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement. I'm sure you're familiar with this, yeah? I would like to invite you today to really to be a little bit outrageous and to invite you to consider that this strategy or confidentiality is overrated. Okay, I'll say it again. Confidentiality is overrated. And I'll explain why. Okay, in the last 20 years, I've seen thousands of ideas along the way, yes? And for one thing I can share with you, that the strategy of keeping your idea in the drawer, quiet, secretive, does not prove itself. This strategy very rarely produces results. I often see people that tell me, you know, this idea, I thought about it 2 years ago. Okay, what have you done with it? What do you mean? I kept it safe. Okay, so this is one thing to consider. Okay, the other thing that is, you can share your idea always without really telling the nitty-gritty of the idea. So even here with us, you don't need to share the algorithm of your software or anything you've developed. You can share the idea. You don't need to get into the nitty-gritty of the how. Okay, just for, you know, and this is something that you can keep with yourself, but also, you know, be in the position to share. And why sharing? Sharing is the way of moving forward, okay? Sharing is the way to move forward, because when you share your idea, you start getting teams and people around you. You start enrolling people. The environment is starting to respond. People say to you, hey, you're doing this, I can help you with that. I know somebody in this, we can help you, you know, it can be first client, can be a first beta site you can work with. So things are starting to happen, you know, this law in the universe, when you say something out loud, things are starting to get, you know, to get organized around it. So when I'm sharing my ideas and new idea that I have with my teams, ideas coming up, things are happening. Now, I know that there is this chance that somebody will hear this idea and say, I'll go home now and I'll do it myself. There is this chance. I agree with you. The chance exists. But the chance is very, very slim. Few reasons. Because first of all, in order to take any idea, any venture forward, and you know that as an entrepreneur, it takes really a lot of effort. You need to be crazy. You know, I remember when I started my first company, I really felt like I can go through a wall. I was so focused and persistent, you know, and there were so many challenges on the way. I couldn't do it as a side way. It was really, you know, you need to have somebody who is crazy enough to take an idea forward. And when you share it, you know, very few people are really in the position to have this light in them to go all the way and to move it forward. So that's one more thing to consider. The other thing is, let's imagine that you were very, very secretive and you kept this idea very, you know, confidential. And the other side, you were very proactive in sharing it only with people that you wanted to share. And you went through the way, and you've done it quickly before the competition has done it, and you launch your favorite software or favorite application already. Let's imagine that you've done it before everybody else. And one Microsoft business development manager saw your idea 2 days after you launched it. And he says to himself, nice idea. We can do that. We are Microsoft. How long do you think it will take for Microsoft, Google, Facebook, anybody else, to do the same idea? Now, I'm not saying, you may say, but I have a patent. Fine. Even if you have a patent, sometimes people can create similar products. It's just, change a few things and do the same products. And they're Microsoft. How long would it take to Microsoft, Facebook, Google to create similar product? Maybe even as better as yours? Few months, few weeks, okay? So I'm not saying this for you to really give away your idea, By all means, you can run up, don't share what you don't need to share. But I would like to invite you to consider, because market today is changing, everything is changing so fast. Your idea is good today, you don't have time now to wait 10 years ago, there was time, it took 3 years. Today, in 2 years' time, there will be totally different need probably. Your product will look totally different. So really, in order to really move forward, we need everybody involved. We need everybody enrolled, and we want to share this and create more and more teams to move forward as quickly as possible. And in order to prevent competition, there is different ways to do it. You can be first and do it quickly. You can operate in a big market when everybody can join, but you will be there and create your market share. There is different ways you can link with a strategic partner. There is different ways to do it. So I would invite you to consider, and it is really, really very natural to want to keep your idea very close to your heart. But I invite you to consider that the best way to move forward and to prepare and to get to your goals is to really open your heart and share your idea in a sensible manner. Share it, enroll other people, move forward. Thank you very much, and I'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.